passed out. I don't know. We're trying to find some life. A few males and females have been shot. Upon that, there's like 500 people.
The mysterious death of Roland T. Owen in room 1046 of Kansas City's Hotel President stands as one of the most perplexing unsolved cases in American true crime history. The events that unfolded in January 1935 continue to baffle investigators and true crime enthusiasts alike, with layers of mystery surrounding both the victim's identity and the circumstances of his death. The case has become legendary not just for its brutality, but for the countless unanswered questions it left behind. The story begins on January 2nd, 1935, when a man calling himself Roland T. Owen checked into the Hotel President. From the start, several details raised red flags. Owen arrived without any luggage, paid in cash, and claimed to be from Los Angeles, though hotel staff noted his accent didn't match this claim. This mysterious guest requested an inexpensive room, showing little interest in comfort or amenities, and his behaviour immediately began drawing attention from the hotel staff. The peculiarities of Owen's stay quickly became apparent through his interactions with hotel staff. Housekeepers reported unusual encounters, including finding Owen in his underwear during cleaning attempts. The room was consistently messy, and Owen displayed paranoid behaviour, thoroughly questioning anyone who needed to enter. Most notably, one maid reported hearing whispered conversations in the room when Owen was supposedly alone, creating an atmosphere of unease among the hotel staff. Throughout his stay, Owen's behaviour became increasingly erratic. He would often leave the room in disarray, with clothes strewn about and personal items scattered. The housekeeping staff noted that the room's lights were frequently kept off, even during daytime hours, with Owen preferring to sit in darkness. These peculiar habits, combined with his secretive nature, created a growing sense of discomfort among those who interacted with him. A crucial turning point occurred on January the 4th, when the situation took a deadly turn. That night, hotel staff received a distressing call from room 146. Owen's voice sounded panicked as he claimed he had been attacked, mentioning someone named Chris. When a hotel clerk went to investigate, Owen refused to allow entry to the room, which was locked from the inside. This interaction would be one of the last times anyone heard from Owen alive, and the mysterious reference to Chris would become one of the case's most enduring puzzles. The discovery of Owen's body came early the next morning when a bellboy found him severely beaten in his room. The scene was gruesome, with blood throughout the room, yet peculiarly, there were no signs of forced entry or struggle. Owen was rushed to the hospital but succumbed to his injuries 2 days later, having suffered multiple stab wounds. The violent nature of the attack suggested personal motivation, yet the crime scene offered few clues about the perpetrator's identity. The investigation that followed only deepened the mystery. Police found no identification documents, wallet, or personal belongings that could help establish Owen's true identity. A cryptic note with strange handwriting was discovered among his possessions, but its meaning remains unclear to this day. Before his death, Owen provided police with a description of someone named Chris, but this lead led nowhere, becoming another dead end in an increasingly complex investigation. The hotel staff's accounts of Owen's stay revealed more peculiarities. There were reports of strange noises coming from his room at odd hours, including shouting and unusual movements. The maid service noted that Owen would often speak in whispers when they approached the room, and there were times when they heard multiple voices, despite Owen being registered as a single occupant. These accounts suggested Owen might have been involved in clandestine meetings or activities during his stay. Adding another layer of intrigue, there were reports of Owen possibly being involved with a woman during his stay, though details of this potential relationship remain vague. This detail has led to speculation about whether his death might have resulted from a love triangle gone wrong or something more sinister. The presence of this mysterious woman, whose identity was never established, adds another compelling element to the case's many uncertainties. The most fundamental question in this case, the true identity of Roland T. Owen, has never been answered. Law enforcement's attempts to identify him through fingerprints and dental records proved fruitless. Even reaching out to Los Angeles authorities yielded no matches or helpful information. The use of a false name suggests Owen may have been hiding from someone or involved in activities requiring anonymity, but the nature of these activities remains unknown. Several theories have emerged over the decades. Some suggest Owen was the victim of a random act of violence, while others believe his death was connected to organized crime or personal vendettas. The lack of forced entry to the room implies Owen likely knew his attacker or attackers, but this only raises more questions about the nature of their relationship and the motive for such a violent end. The presence of multiple voices in the room, reported by hotel staff, suggests that Owen may have been meeting with people who ultimately played a role in his death. The case of room 1046 remains particularly haunting because of its many unexplained elements. The combination of a victim with a false identity, mysterious visitors, cryptic messages, and the brutal nature of the crime creates an unsettling narrative that continues to captivate true crime enthusiasts. The fact that no one has ever been identified as a suspect, despite the confined space of a hotel room and numerous potential witnesses, makes the case even more baffling. The hotel president murder stands as a testament to how some mysteries resist resolution, despite thorough investigation and the passage of time. The case exemplifies how the absence of answers can sometimes be more disturbing than the truth itself, leaving us to wonder about the real identity of Roland T. Owen and the circumstances that led to his violent death in room 1046. Decades later, the case continues to intrigue and mystify, serving as a reminder that some crimes may never be solved, their secrets forever locked in the past.